is missing every raindrop. Hit them with the and they get their brain swapped.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the 49ers and the Buccaneers on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. On the draw, here's White. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 7. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 6th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Purdy now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Niners at 12-1 now to start play. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, If your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
3rd and 12. Now Purdy. He's on his way. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend to the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Down to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And it's taken in at the 9. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Purdy. Flush to his right. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up in defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Purdy got a man. That's Ayuk. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The out route, such a timing route, that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Number 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Purdy to throw it on first down. Another one caught by Collins. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Purdy now to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Purdy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing here, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Darius Slayton, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. The Falcons don't want to give up on the playoffs just yet as they get back to 500 at 7-7 and keep their slim hopes alive. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. Getting the ball to that guy means yardage, as we've seen touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 94 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 40 yards. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Purdy. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the draw, it's right. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard.
Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Slant left connects with Deebo Samuel. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. McCaffrey running up the middle, down to about the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey on the give. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right. That was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what it...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Purdy now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup at 28 yards. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Pulled in at the 24. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moved.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll look to throw. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This is White on the screen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That one 28 yards on the ground. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything.